Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review episode 11 of the Grand Tour Season 2. Now I reviewed the first early episodes in the second series as I did in the first series, and I will likely do an end of season review as well. But what I wanted to do is to review this episode because essentially it's the special. Although disappointingly it's only a one episode special, whereas I think last year we got like the beach buggy thing, which was 2 episodes. This year they described it as a mini special, which immediately felt a bit disappointing to me because I like the long specials that they do. However, what they actually do in this special this time is they go to Mozambique essentially to end world hunger, as they describe it, in typical Hammond, Clarkson and May fashion. They make complete buffoons of themselves, head out to Mozambique, and they decide they're going to go from one end where it's all flush and there's loads of food and fish especially, and they're going to pack up these vehicles full of fish and drive it 200 miles to a really poor part of the country where they are struggling for food, etc. And they think they're gonna, well, you know what they're like. They think they're gonna end world hunger by doing all this. So what vehicles do they choose for this trip then? Well, Clarkson chooses a pickup truck, and he decides to refrigerate the back of his pickup truck and throw a load of fish in. And so for the journey it'll keep them frozen, these fish, keep them fresh. James May, who usually goes for the more sensible option, goes for a completely bonkers approach here and gets an old Mercedes estate and basically turns it into an aquarium. The back of the estate is a full aquarium, fills it up with seawater and fires a load of fish in there for the journey, which is a completely bonkers idea, and it doesn't really work particularly well, as you will see in the episode. But the most bonkers idea of all of them is Richard Hammond, who decides to buy an £800 motorcycle from a supermarket and attach this fencing type thing to the back of it, hang some fish off it, and let them dry on the journey so that when he gets there there'll be dried fish for them to buy and eat. So none of them really have got the best plan in the world. So the episode starts off with them really making fools of themselves, trying to go fishing initially. The first day they're off fishing in the ocean and make complete imbeciles of themselves and make a hash of it. Excuse me. The following day they decide to buy a load of the fish from the local markets and stock up all their vehicles, and they head off on the journey. Now, I suspect the reason why this was only a one episode thing is normally when they do the specials, it's generally speaking, it's usually like 1,000 miles they travel in these old clapped out vehicles. This is only 200 miles, and they estimate initially that we could do this in one day, but clearly this is Clarkson, Hammond and May, and nothing ever really goes to plan with these guys. So whereas initially they have nice tarmac roads, that doesn't last very long, and they end up going along all these muddy roads. Hammond can't keep control of his bike, he's constantly falling off it. Jeremy Clarkson's freezer pickup truck is seriously flawed and starts breaking down, so he decides to smoke the fish a la Kippers and stick his exhausts in the back. And James May's Mercedes with the aquarium in the back just keeps throwing water all over him, over the bumps and stuff, and it won't go through the puddles and it keeps breaking down, and it's a complete nightmare from beginning to end for all of them, as you would predict, and that's what makes these specials entertaining. And this is a very, very entertaining special. I still would have preferred to have a 2 episode special, but it was very good. It was very funny. Yes, a lot of it's set up, we know that, but it's an entertainment show. It's there for our entertainment. but the genuine chemistry is still there. It's a lot of fun. It's an 8 out of 10, this, guys. It's a fun episode. And it does stand well against all the specials they've done in the past. However, it is nowhere near my favourite. So, yeah, good stuff, guys. Very entertaining. Thanks for watching.